Well, no, there is one practical gift I didn't get as a kid. Black Puma.
Black Puma.
No, the cat.
The cat.
And then far left over here.
Man, I just always like their suits, basically. For me, they've always been a good mix of being hip but still classic, which is what I like. I like a classic fitting suit, but I want something to be up to date and fit me the right way. So to have a mix of those two with their fashion is what I like. And then we talked about this doing a male fragrance here the last year and worked out for us, and something I like. So.
It feels amazing. I was just bicycle riding on the Santa Monica Pier yesterday, and now I'm like, today I was like walking around and asking police officers like which direction to go, just to kind of like mess with them and see them like have to point and stuff, and they were like freezing and no one knew what they were talking about because everyone was just so freaking cold. And it was amazing hearing that they were like stopping motorcyclists from being on the bridges, and if you're outside for half an hour you're going to go and get frostbite. I'm like, oh my god, this is phenomenal. I love it. A little bit of snow. I mean, you know, it's a pretty good thing. Global warming last year was so scary. It was so warm all of last year. I don't know if that's actually a really good thing or a bad thing that it's become so cold so suddenly here either. I mean, I feel like one of those old people was like, once upon a time there used to be snow rifts up to here and they canceled school. My goddaughter looks at me like, yeah, right. It was funny, as I was actually going in and trying out clothes, I was looking at all the stuff that was going on for the past 20 years, and you're seeing the clothing change, and it was always about the curve of a woman, and it was always voluptuous, and it was full, and a lot of times it was really based on sort of, not like peasant women, but just things that women would actually wear, you know, just, you know, the revered women of that time, being like mothers and being homemakers and just, but sexy, and we, you know, my grandmother's type, where my grandma takes her shoe off, and her foot's still curved, because she always wore high heels, even when she was vacuuming in the house. And that type of woman doesn't necessarily always exist anymore, but it's beautiful to dress up like one, and they're just really good at doing it. And I'm a pretty curvy person, so it's great to have a designer that can actually, you know, fit my body. So they make me feel all womanish, so it's good.
I think that, you know, as fashionable as women want to be and all that stuff, we always want to look good, you know, even when we're trying to be avant-garde or whatever it may be. But and I think that that Dolce and Gabbana, they just know how to dress a woman. They know how to like be interesting and be old school, but yet really make a woman look good. And you know, being like a really curvy girl, I really appreciate that. Absolutely. It's like normally I wouldn't be able to wear this kind of dress, you know. It's like, it's so just adorable, and it's just got a big bubbly thing, and I'm very hippie girl, but it's like they just know how to cut it exactly right to fit a real woman's body.
I think anytime women know they're going to look sexy, they get very, very excited because, and also, Dolce & Gabbana is a wonderful intersection of fashion and sex appeal. And sometimes you want to look fashion savvy, but that involves like coiling rope around yourself, and that's not really sexy. So with this one, something's always sticking up, something's tucked in, something else is sticking out. It feels good. Yes, I am. I think I'm one of the crowd. See, I have a mixed relationship with New York at the holidays, because you try to go into Midtown and you might as well retire. It's going to take so long to get out. But what do I love about New York at the holidays? I mean, it is pretty magical to go around and see everything all lit up. Just, you know what, it's great. Sometimes you catch a kid out of the corner of your eye just seeing it all for the first time, and you kind of still feel that magic at the same time, but theirs is so open, and it's a really beautiful thing. So I think people reacting to it is really nice. When it snowed today a little bit, that's also really magical.
One more full length over here.